In today's video, we're going to go ahead and declutter my concealers as well as pressed powders and loose setting powders. Um, and yeah, hopefully we can keep this video very, very short. But let's go ahead and get started with the concealers. Yeah, so first up is this Beauty Bakery Instabake Concealer. I'm going to try to have everything listed down below for you guys. This one, we are going to go ahead and declutter because I just feel like it kind of pulls too pink on my skin, and I don't like the color, so that's got to go. Next up, we have the LA Pro concealer. If you know, you know. If you're an oldie, you know that this is one of the best concealers ever. This shade is in Fawn, I believe, which is actually, like, I could go a little lighter if I wanted more of a highlight, but we're going to keep that one because it's my favorite. The next ones that we have are these two e.l.f. camo concealers. If you're an oldie on this channel, you know that I do like the camo concealer, the original formula, but this one is the satin or the hydrating. I don't know what it's called. Like I said, I'll try to have everything linked below. I have two different shades of this. I actually like both of these for when I just feel like my under eyes are kind of dry. So we're going to go ahead and keep both of them. Next is this e.l.f. I don't know. I think it's like a color corrector, and this is in the peach shade, I believe. And if you guys can see, this is just it's not peach for like brown girls. I mean, this is not the color that I would go for to color correct. So for that reason alone, and the fact that it patches up really bad on my skin, it has to go. So declutter. Next is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, one of my absolute favorites. We are absolutely going to keep this one. Next up, we have the Tarte Shape Tape. This, of course, is definitely a YouTube favorite, a makeup girl favorite. Absolutely going to keep it. I love this color for my highlight when I want like a really bright highlight. This is what I will go for, and this is still one of the best concealers on the market to date. So we're going to keep this one. Next are these Makeup Revolution in Real Life filter finishes. These are new to my collection as of this year. I like both of these. I have two different shades. One is more of like I would call it a skin tone shade. It's probably a little bit too dark to call it that, but I still do use it on days that I just want to conceal really quickly, and that's it. And then I have a lighter one, which is a good highlight shade for me. I love them both, and I'm going to keep them both. Next, we have this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Concealer. This one is a little less coverage than some of my other ones. So if you guys want like a more of a natural kind of coverage, this is a good one to do. However, I hate the color on this. Like, this is just kind of too bright for me. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Next is this Juvia's Place concealer. I do not know what this is called or the number. Like I said, I'll try to link everything below. Excuse my ashy hand. You'd be surprised how ashy your hand can get when you're swatching, but this is another favorite of mine as well. Definitely not too bright, so it's not going to give me a super bright under eye, but I still like it on natural days. And then I think this is the last one. This is the REM Beauty concealer. This is another one that's more kind of skin tone for days that I want to just apply a little concealer for a more natural look. I like this one. I do like the coverage and the finish, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. All right, up next we have face powders. So let's start with one of my favorites. This is the Sephora, I believe it's called the Micro Smooth. One of my favorites. You guys will see that I did start to swatch these, but it's pointless. Like, they literally blend into my skin. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, and we're absolutely keeping this. This is another one of my favorites. This is the MAC. I can't remember what these are called, but you can see that I've already hit pan, and I constantly repurchase these. Also, a huge favorite. Keeping. This is an e.l.f. pressed powder. I believe that says Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. I do not use this at all. I I've had it for a while. I mean, I've used it a couple times, but we're declutter. This is the Fenty Beauty pressed powder, which is another one that I love in the shade 385. I really do like this one as well. So we're going to keep Fenty, of course. All right, so this is the Urban Decay All Nighter. First of all, the packaging is gorgeous. Like, you guys, if you are not new to the makeup game, you guys have already seen this before. I just love the packaging on this. This is a good powder to take with you in your purse when you need to do a quick touch up. So we're gonna keep this one. Next up is this e.l.f. It's another e.l.f. pressed powder. I feel like I just have to keep one of the e.l.f. powders because y'all know e.l.f. is one of my favorite brands, and I have to have something e.l.f. in every part of my collection. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this one. I can't rave about this powder and say that it's just the best, but we're gonna keep it anyway. All right, so this is, I believe, JCat. It's the Aquasurance. This actually has really good coverage for it to be so inexpensive. I actually really do love this powder, so we're going to go ahead and keep this one as well. Let's move on to setting powders. I have a lot of setting powders for some odd reason when I only really stick to the ones that I love. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of these. Starting with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. I mean, this is an okay powder, but I don't need this. So we're going to go ahead and declutter it. It's way too big. The packaging is huge. Next is the Laura Mercier Honey translucent powder. I love translucent honey, I guess you would call it. I love this powder. Like, I'm always going to keep a Laura Mercier powder. Like, give them all to me. I love Laura Mercier powders. Next is this Makeup Forever setting powder. This shade is a little too deep for me. Like, in the packaging, it looks like it would be like my skin tone, but when I put it on, it kind of pulls a little dark and a little red, and I'm more of a neutral type of base, so I can't use this. Next is the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I do not use this a lot because of how bright it is, but I feel like I need a bright powder. Like, I may want to go bright one day, so we're gonna go ahead and keep this one. Next is one of my absolute favorites. It's the Sephora Translucent Setting Powder. If you know, you know. If you've been on this channel, like, this is one of my favorite powders, okay? So we're absolutely keeping this. And the CoverGirl Clean Professional. This was in a previous video where I was trying to get rid of it and empty it, but y'all, I just don't like this powder. It just does not set my makeup at all. I don't like the color of it really, and I just wanted to go. So we're gonna go ahead and declutter this one. This e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder is very, very new to my collection. I don't feel like I've played with it enough to know if I want to keep it or not. So we're going to go ahead and keep it into next year, and I'm going to start using it a lot more. If I don't like it, I will end up decluttering it. Next is the Hourglass. This is a little mini that I got. I don't even know where I got it from. Probably like a 100-point perk from Sephora. I'm going to be honest, I have not really used this one either. So I don't know if I like this or not. So as of today, we're going to go ahead and keep it. This Jaclyn Hill, I don't even know what this is really. I tried to research it to see how to even use this. We're going to get rid of this because even if it's a setting powder or even if it's like a highlight powder, I can't really tell what it is or how to use it. I just don't like it. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. Next is the Juvia's Place powder. This one is another like banana shade. Again, I don't really use banana shades, but I do like the powder itself. And I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to keep it for now. Next is this Makeup Revolution. This is a luxury baking powder and banana again. I do not need all these banana powders, and I hate the packaging on this. So this gotta go. We're gonna declutter this one. And that's all of my concealers, my face powders, and my setting powders. I feel like I did really good as far as decluttering. I honestly don't know how many I decluttered or kept, and I don't feel like counting them all, but um, I think I did pretty good. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have tried any of these products. Did I declutter any of your faves? Should I have kept any of them that I did declutter? Let me know down below. Again, if you guys love these type of videos, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And yeah, again, before you guys go, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We would love to have you here. And I'm just gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.